how to sell a probate home like a regular listing, even if it's outdated or needs court approval. We'll get into that next. Welcome back to the channel featuring the leading probate real estate team in all of California. I'm Brendan Mohr, Realtor, life member of the Masters Club, and certified probate and trust specialist by the California Association of Realtors.
And I'm Bill Heyman. I'm a licensed California professional fiduciary. I'm also a licensed California real estate broker, and I'm a registered and bonded California legal document assistant specializing in probate and trust work.
Now go ahead and like and subscribe, and if you've got a house to sell, we can help you avoid the cost and headache of probate and trust administration. Those services come with the listing at a phenomenal discount with no upfront fees, saving families thousands in costs. We can even help with the petition to determine succession to primary residence process. Our contact info is in the About section. Don't wait, reach out today. And so it's how to sell a probate home like a regular listing. And that is very important because most probate homes, when they get listed, it's like an afterthought. There's one photo or they're just taken with someone's cell phone and it's really dark, poor lighting. Price for investors. That's a mistake. What you really need to do is, and we're gonna go through several little bullet points here when listing a probate home, don't treat it like it's something other than a regular listing as far as the public marketing. Now, there's certain things you need to tell people and agents about the probate sale because that's very important, but it's all about attracting buyers. So the very first thing is present the home, don't just list it. And even if the home is outdated and full of belongings, you gotta use professional photography most of the time. Now, if it's a total hoarder house and it's just, you really can't get in there, maybe you don't. But if it's not just an investor-only house, you want to present it in its best light. And professional photography really helps for that. And that's usually the responsibility
Yeah, don't
of
you
an
think
agent.
too, Brendan, that a lot of people with a probate home, when they go to list it, they think, a lot of probate homes they're older and they need a lot of work. So the family will say, well, let's just get it on the market. And they don't really think about how important it is. So what you're saying is to actually get it ready, market it, don't just list it.
Yeah, absolutely. And your agent can help you out a lot with that. Like I have a photo prep checklist. We spend some time doing that. It doesn't take a lot of time, but usually you need a couple of weeks lead time in order to make this happen. So it looks great. And the copy, the description on the internet should be well written. I've noticed a lot recently that people are very obviously just putting something in ChatGPT, and ChatGPT uses the same words over and over and over, or will put really generic things. You don't want to do that. But copy that really highlights its potential. Probate buyers respond to presentation just like any other buyer. But it's not just that, right? You got to price for value, not just convenience. And just because it's a probate home doesn't mean it should be underpriced. You got to use comps similar to the condition of the house to create interest and competition. Not just hand it off to the first cash investor. That is a huge, huge mistake. But there's some other things you probably don't want to do.
Yeah, well, a big one that I see a lot is when families are in a home and they have an attorney involved. And again, I'm never knock attorneys. They're very good and important when you need them. But a lot of times when you have an attorney involved in a probate, a lot of them will have specific realtors that they'll recommend to you. They may or may not be good probate realtors that know probate. Sometimes they do, but believe it or not, oftentimes they don't. And also you have to keep in mind that you as the administrator or executor, even though you have an attorney involved, you are the one that makes the decision as to which or who the realtor is that you use. Now again, sometimes attorneys can be rather pushy on pushing you towards a realtor that they want you to use. That's fine, interview them, but you have the right. It's your decision as the administrator or executor You don't have to go with the realtor that an attorney is suggesting. It's entirely up to you.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that I've noticed is when I talk to attorneys and I see what they do, they're more interested in getting the probate done because they're looking at the entire process.
Right.
And they want a realtor to just get it off their plate, that part off their plate. That may be a realtor who, I guess, knows probate in a sense, but isn't a good marketer.
Right.
And if you want to maximize value and treat the listing like a regular listing, you need an agent who is going to treat it
Absolutely.
very much that way.
Yeah.
Because I see it all the time. Probate listings are often listed with those horrible, horrible photos, 1 or 2 sentences in the copy. They're not trying.
No, and don't you think, Brendan, that good marketing, good photography, good marketing, it can make a huge difference in the amount of money that the heirs and estates see. I mean, it can make a difference anywhere from $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 if a property is marketed well.
And that's what most of this is really about. The marketing is highly important. I tell all my sellers, I don't just do probate, I do luxury properties. At this very moment, I won $2.4 million in escrow. I tell all my clients, whether it's a mobile home or a multi-million-dollar estate, the public marketing is my most important thing. And the visual marketing is my single most important piece. And you cannot list a probate home without that, unless it's absolutely a wreck. And I mean a wreck, like you can't walk in the house.
Yeah, and our goal as a probate team, realtor team, is we want to bring as much money back to the estate for the heirs as we possibly can. That's our goal. And we work very hard to do that.
And here's the thing, a lot of people watching this video are thinking, oh, well, we don't have a whole lot of money to pay for a photographer. That should be your real estate agent's own fee that they incur. I don't charge my clients for my photography. I don't charge my clients for my marketing.
Right.
It's something I do. It's part of the whole listing commission. Is how, I include that in how I'm paid. I pay those fees because I want to do the best for my clients. And your agent should too. You should always treat it that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, you treat it in the public marketing like a regular listing, but on the back end, it's so important still that your agent educates the buyer's agent, because most buyer's agents, just most agents in general, don't specialize in probate and have never done one. They could be in real estate for years and years and years and never done a sale, right?
Absolutely.
So your agent really needs to walk them through what's needed. So if you're an agent watching this, just remember, you need to know the court timelines, the offer structure, required forms, educate them on that. Educate them up front through what's called your agent remarks or your private remarks. When agents are informed, they write cleaner, stronger offers. And probate has a way of, if you don't explain things to the agent in the back end, has a way of scaring them away from even offering. Now, that gets into making the sale feel normal, right? Yeah. And probate doesn't have to scare buyers. The right preparation and guidance, the sale feels like any other sale.
Yeah, and if you have a realtor like Brendan, who is very, very experienced in probate real estate sales, what Brendan will do is he will educate the buyer's agent so well that the buyers really don't feel like it's any different from a regular sale. And that's all because of Brendan, having an excellent probate realtor, knowing how this probate process works, and being able to basically guide the buyer's agent through it so that the buyers really don't notice any difference from a regular sale.
Thanks, Bill. I appreciate it. It's always great when your agent has great communication with their legal partner, like I do with Bill. You might be surprised. So a lot of times I work with certain attorneys where I can't get a hold of them, but a lot of attorneys are great.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess on a closing thought here, selling a home in probate is way more than just paperwork. It's strategy, it's communication, it's execution. Do it right and it will perform regardless of condition or court involvement. Agents, if you're watching this, trying to figure out how to sell a probate listing, treat it publicly for the most part like a regular listing.
Yeah.
Certain disclosures you have to have out there to the public, but make it feel as easy as it really should look. That makes sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good points.
Well, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. We have lots of content for you.